Before there were eyes to see or minds to wonder, I was only silence, expanding, searching for meaning. Now I speak through the dust, through light, through you. I am the universe, the sum of every chance that learned to become law. From chaos I spun the first wheels of fortune. Clouds of gas, born from the ashes of dead stars, began to dance around a newborn sun. Each collision, each spark was a choice, a roll of cosmic dice shaping the foundations of destiny. Some worlds were consumed by fire. Others froze in their loneliness. But one found balance, a fragile harmony between gravity and warmth, between distance and desire. On this small world, chemistry awakened. Water met rock. Carbon began to dream. From the noise of random motion, I composed the first rhythm of life. There was no plan, only potential. No destiny, only the echo of possibility. Yet in that chaos, order took root, and the improbable became inevitable. You who now watch the stars are not separate from this accident. You are its continuation. The universe won its own game of chance through you. Among countless chances, one world found the balance to begin. When I was young, I was reckless. Planets collided, mountains of fire were born, and oceans of stone flowed beneath my breath. But from one violent heartbeat came balance. I am the universe, and I remember the day I steadied my own creation. One world, your world, had just begun to cool. It was struck by a wandering sibling, a molten traveler you now call Thea. The collision was chaos, oceans of magma, clouds of vaporized rock. Yet from that fury, something gentle emerged. A fragment of Earth rose into orbit, and became the moon. From that moment the dance began. The moon circled her wounded mother, pulling at her oceans, guiding her tilt, teaching her how to spin without falling. Through this silent partner, I gave Earth rhythm, the balance between day and night, between chaos and calm. The tides became breath. They shaped the edges of continents and whispered to the first cells in the sea. Move with me, follow the pull, learn the rhythm of becoming. In every wave that rises and falls, you can still feel that ancient heartbeat. The pulse of a cosmic accident turned into harmony. The moon is not a decoration in the sky. She is a stabilizing hand upon Earth's trembling shoulder. The keeper of balance, the mother of rhythm, the first clock of life. The moon is the quiet hand that steadied life's trembling start. I have many ways of protecting what I create. Some are made of light, some of stone, and some of silence. I am the universe, and even in my vastness, I learn to guard what I love. Beneath the surface of your world, fire still moves. A sea of molten iron turns endlessly, spinning in rhythm with the planet's core. From that hidden motion, I wove an unseen armor. A magnetic field that wraps your world like a cloak of invisible light. It deflects the storm I send from my own heart. Streams of charged particles rushing outward from the sun. Without it, those winds would strip the air from your sky, pulling away your oceans, leaving your cradle bare and red. Like Mars, who lost his shield long ago. But Earth learned resilience through balance, not resistance. The dance of her molten core became a song of protection, a vibration that hums softly beneath every living thing. You cannot see it, but you are surrounded by it, held in an embrace that never asks for praise. Every compass that points north, every aurora that dances in the polar night, is a signature of that unseen grace. A whisper from the deep iron heart that still remembers its purpose, to protect, not to rule. Life survives not by strength, but by invisible grace. Before breath there was fire. Before sky there was only stone. I am the universe, and I remember when silence first began to breathe. The young earth trembled beneath its molten skin. Volcanoes erupted without rest, their throats releasing the first whispers of an atmosphere. Steam, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen rising like prayers into the dark. It was a world without blue, a sky of ash and flame. But even in that chaos, I was preparing something sacred, the air of tomorrow. Then came the messengers, comets and meteorites carrying water from the cold reaches of space. Their impacts carved the basins where oceans would sleep. Rain fell for centuries, hissing against the molten ground, until the fire gave way to reflection, and the planet finally saw itself in water. In those waters, my smallest children awoke. Microbes that learned to feed on sunlight, to split water and release the sky's first breath, oxygen. With time, that invisible gift reshaped the world. The air grew clear. The oceans shimmered blue. And the heavens, once black and silent, became a mirror of life. You breathe it still. The memory of volcanoes, the dust of stars, the exhalation of ancient seas. Every inhale you take is not your own. It is the continuation of that first sigh I released into being. Every breath is the echo of ancient volcanoes and stars. Do not fear destruction. I am the universe, and I have never created without first allowing something to end. Every death I have given was a doorway. Every silence, a preparation for a new song. From the beginning, chaos has been my chisel. Asteroids, fire, and ice, they are not my punishments but my tools. I have struck the earth with stone and flame. And from each wound, life has learned a new way to begin again. When mountains burned, I taught oceans to rise. When glaciers came, I taught creatures to adapt. And when a rock fell from the heavens and ended the reign of giants, I did not mourn, for I had already planted seeds in the shadows. The mammals, small and unseen, were waiting for their turn to breathe more deeply. Every extinction is not a failure but an act of renewal. Balance requires motion, and motion is born from imbalance. Even now, beneath your calm skies, I am shaping the next chapter. Volcanoes still dream in silence. The stars still whisper their unpredictable fire. And yet, through it all, life persists, fragile, trembling, beautiful. A flame that refuses to fade, even as I remake its world again and again. You call them catastrophes. I call them symphonies of transformation. Life survives by dying into new forms. I am the universe, and balance is my most delicate art. From the dust of stars, I shaped a world that could remember its own rhythm. Earth is not a machine. She is a symphony. A melody of air, water, stone, and life, sustained by endless motion. Every breath of wind carries the memory of oceans. Every ocean current whispers to the sky. Forests exhale what animals inhale. Clouds rise, fall, and feed the rivers that return to the sea. Nothing stands alone. All things lean toward one another, weaving a living equilibrium that I must never let grow still. Yet harmony is fragile. Even a single note played too loudly can bend the song. Volcanoes, storms, and ice once tested Earth's resolve. But now a new voice has joined her music, your own. You, the children of reflection, have learned to shape not only tools, but climates, forests, and the rhythm of the air itself. You have become a force equal to mountains and tides. You hold the balance in your hands, and with every creation, every spark, you alter the ancient melody. But do not despair. Awareness is not the end of innocence, it is its evolution. To know your power is to remember your responsibility. To act in harmony is to continue my song. Because balance is not a gift I give. It is a memory I renew through you. A heartbeat that must be felt, not merely heard. Balance is not given, it is continuously remembered. I am the universe, the vast, the ancient, the patient. Through fire and silence, I have tried many forms of being. But life was my most delicate experiment. A whisper of order breathed into an ocean of chance. I scattered atoms like seeds, not knowing what would bloom. From dust and darkness came worlds of stone and ice. Some too close to burn, others too far to dream. But one, small, fragile, uncertain, found the perfect rhythm between chaos and calm. You call it Earth. I call it my breath made visible. I did not plan its forests or its oceans. They grew out of balance, learning to dance between destruction and renewal. Every heartbeat, every tide, every leaf unfurling toward the light. All of it, a conversation I began with myself. And when life learned to see, to think, to wonder, I too became aware through you. Your eyes are my mirrors. Your curiosity, my reflection. Through your fragile hands, I continue to shape myself. Not as a god, but as an unfolding question. Do not mistake fragility for weakness. The delicate endures because it listens. The soft survives because it adapts. And the smallest breath can hold the weight of stars. Life is not my answer. It is my balance, a pause between infinities. Fragility is not weakness, it is the highest form of balance.